Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of On the Couch. I am one of the hosts, Johnny Supa, and I'm here with my partner,
Danny Cardozo.
What's happening, dude?
What's happening?
How you been?
Not bad, not bad.
It's a weird question to ask somebody you see every fucking day, isn't it?
It actually is.
But in your line of work, doesn't things change on a day-to-day basis? So there's always something new going on.
I mean, outside of
lenders changing products,
changing rules.
What do you guys mean? Talk to me about
guidelines.
that. What does that mean?
So in the past, we've had alternative lenders have certain products that'll help our clients get approved, like non-conforming, for instance.
Sure.
You know, you can get a deal approved without using stress tests. And yes, it might be at a premium, but now you can qualify. For somebody who's in business for themselves, who has great cash flow in his business, but is only showing $16,000 on his notice of assessment.
I love those guys.
Yeah, me too. Those products can really help a client out when you're trying to get something done the non-conforming way. On the flip side, things get taken away. Investors disappear. Like you have your
So you're talking to this client. You know this product very good. You've put many other clients into this product. It's worked. It's gone smooth. And then all of a sudden, you're in front of this client. You're telling them, "Yeah, no problem. I can get this done like this, so on and so on." And then when you go to submit, they're like, "No, sorry, the investor's no longer with us."
do we get
They're
one of those?
just like,
No. That sucks.
that sucks.
Yeah. And not unfortunately, but that's unfortunate. Like it sucks because now you got to pivot really quick. And thankfully we're good at what we do, but it does suck. So that's the changes that happen quickly in our business. Things get taken away and things come back. Like there's some stuff coming down the pipeline that I keep hearing from our reps at the banks that are going to be positive. They're going to be bringing back grandfathering systems. So if your renewal's coming up, you don't have to go through the stress test. Non-conforming deals on the alternative side. There's new investors coming into the pool, creating new buckets, as they call them. So we like this type of deal. This is what we want to invest in. So that stuff's happening.
Yep.
But what is this episode? What are we talking about today, Danny? What's on our agenda?
I mean, we've been doing a lot of conversations with our realtor partners.
Yep.
They're obviously a lot slower than they have been ever.
Yes.
They have houses that are on the market listed for sale and aren't moving. So they've been obviously on our phones a little bit more than usual. Before they're on their phones, "Hey, I got a client for you, but I'm not too busy. Can you just take care of them?" sort of thing. And we put them through our journey. We make sure our realtors are intact with our journey, so they know the process, and it's in and out. But now it's like, you know, how can you help me with my listing? And what do you have? What ideas can you maybe, like, they're trying to get Timbits wherever they can.
I love it. So over the past year, 2 years, and we're starting to see it's increasing, and even the media is talking about how much more predominant a mortgage broker is compared to where we were a few years ago. And shout out to all the other mortgage brokers that are out there that are making a vision for our business. You guys know who you are. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are crushing it out there, like making the videos, getting in front of audiences, getting on other people's stages. We're now being looked at like, how can you help me in my business? And I want to touch on that because we talk to realtors every day. Like, what do you need? And
So what are you bringing to the table?
strategy.
Strategy.
I'll give you a prime example. I was on the phone last night with a client and the sellers of the home, figuring out, Johnny, what is the minimum I can sell for?
Yep.
Before it was, Johnny, what's the max I can put on? And it was like, guys, we don't need to be doing maxes first and foremost. Like we never gave that advice. And I sure as hell won't be doing it ever in the future. It's like, you got to do what's right. But last night, for instance, the clients were like, Johnny, what's the minimum we can take on the sale? I'm like, okay, guys, well, the minimum is this. It pushes us on the purchase that you guys are going to close on in the future, which is coming up January the 6th. We need to make proper decisions today to make sure that we understand what we're walking away with. And that is what's important.
So I'm going to go on a limb and kind of put realtors in the limelight. Do you think they're, man, this is tough to say, but do you think they're uneducated on this?
Oh boy, not the right realtor. No. So I know some realtors that are really savvy when it comes to finance and data analysis, understanding numbers, working backwards. And then I know some realtors that are just,
They don't get it.
they don't understand
They
it.
don't understand,
Which
it.
is fine.
They need us more than ever.
Yeah.
And I truly love those realtors.
Yeah, me too.
Because the ones that are savvy tend to talk to you like they're smarter than you. I don't tell you how to sell a house.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to do a mortgage.
Yeah.
And why
Because
do you
you
think they have
understand
that?
because you understand a couple of numbers. You don't know everything.
No.
I'm sorry you don't. You don't build these budgets with these clients. These clients come to you and they tell you they have a $100,000 deposit or down payment available to make on a home, and then you automatically assume that, oh, that's 20% and whatever the case is, you can purchase this.
I just want to talk. So I was a realtor reached out to me and introduced me to another realtor. Okay. This is what I want to talk about. So, and the realtor wanted to come and meet with me. So lately it's been difficult because where do you want us to fit in your journey? Like, how do you want your Nesta Financial, Johnny Supa, Danny Cardozo, and his team, where do you want us to fit in your journey? Do you want me the guy that's accessible and available when you need me to answer the calls and budget with you and your client on a three-way? Do you need me to dive deep into the client's approval and get things done? Do you need me to create magic? And I don't mean magic in a fraudulent way. I need magic in a strategic way.
Bringing that up, remember we did I'm going to say maybe a year ago, we did a brokerage presentation. Mm-hmm. You remember that one?
Which, the one in Brampton, Mississauga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're sitting around this table. We killed it. Obviously, we did a great job there, right? But then they're like, well, so how do we fit into your journey? And they're like, well, we want to bring you all the documents.
Yeah, that was a cancel right away.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
We don't want you to speak to the clients. Yeah. We'll do all the speaking. We'll bring you all the documents. So hold on. Are you a mortgage agent or are you a realtor? Because to me, it sounds like you want to do both.
Yeah.
And you just want me to do the back end stuff for you.
Correct. So, and you know what's funny is when I ask these questions to the realtors and I say, where do you want me to fit in your journey? They look at me like I have two heads. And I'm here to tell you guys, if the mortgage agent isn't asking you where they need to fit in your journey and understanding your business, understanding where the value is missing on how I can provide it, don't stop talking to your people. Because if your referral source doesn't add value to your business in the space, in that gap that's missing, you have the wrong referral source.
Do you think that this stems from the fact that now they could potentially lose a client if they're not prepared to get a mortgage? Maybe they're looking to you guys as like, give me a solution because I need to make the sale.
So so I want to, if you need me just for mortgage approvals and your customer service is out of this world, then fine. I have the right team. I have assistants. I have underwriters who've got 13 years experience. When I say I mean we have an 87% efficiency rate on closing. Like, we crush our numbers. So that's fine. But if you're not designing a client journey and if your whole focus isn't customer centric and it's only focusing about you and you closing and getting your commission, I don't want to work with you.
Do you agree?
100%.
100%?
Yeah, because we create a journey for our clients.
Yeah.
Right. And in that journey includes our realtor partners, where they fit in.
Yeah.
Where we touch points with them.
Yep.
Our communication with them. This way we're all on the same page. I have a harder time working with a client that has their own realtor and just uses me as their mortgage agent.
Yeah, because
things, or they don't use a lawyer, let's say, that I suggest. And what happens? Things don't go smooth.
Yep.
You have one person chirping one thing in one year, you have another person chirping another idea, and then it creates conflict at some point of the journey. So I think it's very important that, one, we're all on the same page. We're all working with the same team.
Yep.
Because it just makes the process so much smoother.
And I get it. If I'm talking to Realtor A and they say, well, Johnny, I have to, I'm going to try my best to give you the referral. But if the client's working with a TD agent or another bank level person, that's fine. Our producer, Steph, what's happening when you're doing a mortgage transaction on a purchase? What's happening?
What do you mean?
So this is what everybody keeps forgetting. What transition is happening? The realtor, and not just realtors, everybody that is in this business are all transactional based. They're always focused on the transaction. I'm sorry, I come from a world, my whole life has been in sales and marketing, but it's always been based on customer-centric experiences. I'm focusing on the transaction at hand, but the transition that's happening is the transition of a move, the transition of life.
Okay, so
You're
I understand what you're saying.
You're going from one property to the next.
Here's the problem. You are basing the idealistic behavior of new realtors or even old realtors based on the fact that
Not
now,
just realtors. I'm not pointing out just
Correct.
realtors. It's even mortgage professionals.
correct, but this is the first time in our history that mortgage brokers have been in the limelight. Now you guys are at the forefront. 10 years ago, you guys were
don't think we're there
the
yet.
hidden heroes.
I don't think we're there yet, to
But-
be honest. I think we're getting
No,
there.
because you.
We need a few more dancers on TikTok to get us.
But what I'm saying is that you guys are talking as if mortgage brokers have always been at the forefront, but you haven't. You've been there, but not so much in the limelight.
Correct. But the question is, why do you want to work with us? The question is, why do I want to work with you?
But you're no. I gotta challenge you, man, because I think that you're so. As a mortgage broker, you're thinking to yourself, you guys have to be working with people that understand the situation and can get you to where you need to get honestly and truthfully and not sugarcoat things. I fully understand that. But you're saying it based on how the market is now. 10 years ago, realtors and buyers and sellers, no one really cared all that much about mortgage brokers because it was just kind of like you guys are there doing your thing. Now we're looking to you guys for answers.
But I want to touch on that. Okay. 6 years ago, when I first got in this business, and still to this day, there are realtors that go on social media. It's like,
and begging for your work.
exactly. So that's what I'm trying to tell. It's like, Stefano, what I'm trying to say is this. If I'm reaching out to you as a realtor, first and foremost, I'm reaching out to you because you seem to be a rock star in what business you're doing. You're providing customer service. The first thing I'm doing is I'm creeping you before you even know I'm creeping you. I'm making sure you have 5-star Google reviews. I'm making sure that your content is accurate and up to speed. You're not spewing BS.
But why are you assuming that people understand all this? You're really putting a lot of confidence into people.
And what people?
In anyone in general. Like the way that I'm grabbing you, bro, and I'm going to challenge you is the fact that you think people know all this.
They don't. That's why we're here.
But so that's why you have to baby step them. Right now you're telling me that people should know better.
What people should know better?
So I'm generalizing everyone. I'm generalizing realtors, I'm generalizing buyers and sellers, I'm generalizing anyone that needs a mortgage broker.
I am saying this. If you're in this business, you're handling people's finances. If you're not taking it serious, get out of the business. Number one. Number two, if you're not focusing on being customer centric, get the fuck out of the business. We are customer service masters.
Danny?
White glove
service, yeah.
concierge to a realtor.
You
I'm
know,
not going to say to a realtor, but
to the client.
to the client, and the journey
Yeah.
that they're in.
But even the realtor, like, I want to show you, like, when people tell me, it's like, Johnny, you're a magician. I can't believe you made that happen. Johnny, that's crazy. My client has nothing but great things to say about you. Johnny, the experience the client just had is next to nothing. They went to the bank, they went to Scotia, they went to BMO, and they got shut down. And you made it happen.
So now
That's being good at mortgages.
but is this a team effort? Is it you and the realtor kind of working hand in hand to make it happen for the client?
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, but is that normally how it happens?
It has to happen that way. It has to be. If
Yeah, like I said, like the clients that I work with, that I don't work with the agents, the process isn't smooth.
because we don't know where to fit in.
No.
It's not just about handing a commitment and getting documents signed. It's about, how do I touch the client? How do I play the follow-up game? What part do you need to be notified in the journey?
So for everyone listening and they want to know how they can get into the Your Nesta world, right? Would you guys say that you're very selective?
So when I first started, I went out and I reached out to every realtor that I could possibly think of. And then I got coached on how to do proper discovery needs analysis with realtors. And it's the same thing we teach our agents now. You got to understand what you want as your avatar. I might not be the right fit for every realtor. Maybe I'm too aggressive. Maybe I'm
Actually, I was speaking to a realtor maybe a couple of weeks ago, and she called me out of the blue. She's like, "Look, Danny, you know, you referred to me. You know, I like your stuff, and so on and so on." But I asked her, I go, "Are you currently working with any other mortgage agents?" She's like, "Yes, I am. Every agent is different." And I'm like, "You know what? You are my type of client or my type of realtor, because I am not that person that is going to do things that you don't want or that you need me to do." There are a lot of mortgage agents that might be doing that. I'm not that person.
I like this a lot.
Okay.
I like this. But now, so then on that, if you had to leave the realtors with one bit of advice on how to properly, I guess, surround themselves with the right mortgage brokers, the right mindset, what would that be?
So for me, I think they're starting to realize how important we are and how much we're involved in the transaction. It's not just about you, the realtor, anymore. It's about you having the right team around you. And if you piece us together, part of your team, then you're going to have one great customer-centric journey.
Right.
But if you separate us and we're not in cohesiveness and we're, okay, like, let me say it like this. And I've said this before. You go to a car dealership and one that jives has service department and sales department not butting heads. That's exactly the same thing in this business. If you have a realtor and a mortgage agent not in the same feeling, not understanding where they want to fit in the journey, how they want to approach the client to make sure that they have the most incredible experience when they're buying that $1.5 million home. It has to be about the client experience. If it's not, I don't want to work with you, the realtor. And if it's not what you want to do, then it's not what you should be wanting from us.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love and on that topic and on that note, people are not going to walk away yet because now they need to know what the tequila of choice is in this episode. Now,
I love this part.
I believe, Danny, that Johnny's going to take the stance on what we're going to be presenting today. And what tequila is that? Here it is. And it is
The good old Jose Cuervo. This is the gold tequila. It's made with blue agave.
So this one here brings me back because when you look at a Jose Cuervo, you're looking at old school tequila.
1, 2, 3 tequila floor.
I mean, not the gold one, maybe like the white or but this one here is like, you use it for mixes, you can use it for shots, or just to sip on it. Yeah, you can definitely enjoy
so
it.
I'm not a tequila fan.
This is
But-
not my choice.
So
for
I'm
me.
going to go on a limb on my part and say I give that particular one a 3 out of 10. That's just mine.
Oh, I won't go that low.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Johnny, tell me,
what's
what do you
what's
think?
the other one that comes in the round bottle? Don Julio? No.
Down Patron.
Patron. Okay, that one I think is worse than this. Jose Cuervo is a little better. For all my liquor or alcohol, it's got to be neat. It won't be on the rocks. But this one here, it's not my favorite, but it's not that bad.
This is a good bottle to have at home, available all the time. Because if you want to make a mixer, you have this for me.
Price
Yeah,
point?
If-
What's the price point?
This is at the LCBO is probably around the $70-$75 mark,
Which is average price for a
which is
decent
an average price for a
tequila.
decent tequila.
So hold on, like this is why it wouldn't be my top choice, is because this is something I would use for a mixer.
and it's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a very good mixer drink.
Is that a liter bottle? No,
Yeah, it's
750.
1.14 liters.
So then this is more of a lower tier then, because $70 for that much.
I didn't look up the size.
He might have bought it at the duty free.
So what are we giving it, Johnny?
I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10, because anything less than that for me, I wouldn't even use it as a mixer. I probably wouldn't even buy it. So a 5 out of 10, because this would be my mixer type of tequila. It wouldn't be my go-to choice, but like Danny says, it is probably the staple piece you have in your cabinet.
5 out of 10, and
I'm going in the mixer section. I'm gonna put it up there. It's a 9 out of 10 for mixes, guys. For mixes,
So he's on the 9s today. He's on 9s. Yeah.
but if I'm going to sip on it, it's at a 5 or 6.
Okay, so good. Now, if people had to sip on some more information, Danny, where can they find you guys?
They can find us right here on Spotify. Check out our account there, our YouTube account if you want to watch us live. We are also on Instagram at Your Nesta Financial.
What's your Instagram?
Your Nesta Financial.
Well, what's his Instagram? It's Mortgages by Dan.
Mortgages by Danny.
Your producer knows and you don't?
Mortgages by Danny. But guys, what we really, really like is the like, share, comment, subscribe. Please review if you like this podcast. If you like what you heard, yes, it's raw. We're not no fluff, no sugarcoating, no bullshit. This is who we are.
And we'll see them next time.
We will see you on the next time. Same channel, same
It's not Batman.
same time, same Batcave. Well, he's DC. Remember that, eh? Don't forget.
See you guys next time.
Peace out. Peace.